Hello, welcome to Saturday and a very unflattering angle. But this is day one, and I'm on the sofa and I'm comfy, and here I shall stay. So it's just gone 5. I haven't done any reading yet today because I have been in Christmas mode. I put up another tree, I have been wrapping presents, but I'm now about to settle down and read. I've got Duke on my lap, and I also have 89 pages left of the Book Eaters. So my aim is to finish this and read at least 11 pages of another book. Now, I am enjoying this. I'm not loving it, but I'm enjoying it. We join Devon, who is a book eater, which is exactly what it says on the tin, basically. She eats books. Her son Kai is a mind eater, and again, that is exactly what it sounds like. And we join them as they're trying to sort of manage in everyday life and control his condition, if you like, for eating minds, because, it's not really a particularly friendly thing to do. The chapters are they alternate. So you've got a past chapter where we look at what happened initially to Devon, where she moved between different families for baby making reasons. And then we're back into present day to deal with their current situation. But it's dark, it's mysterious, it's weird, and I like it for that reason. So I'm going to continue with this, hopefully finish this, as I said, and start something else tonight. So I'll catch up with you a bit later. I finished the Book Eaters, so I am 89 pages into my 100 pages for today, but I really enjoyed this. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really good. It was a slow start, so I understand why people did sort of DNF it and think no, but if you're at a stage you're not sure whether you want to DNF it or not, I'd say persevere with it at least a bit longer. I really like the dramatic ending. I like how it's finished because there is the option that there could be a follow-on. I don't know if the authors planned that or not, but I thought it was really good. However, I'm really tired now, but we've got 11 pages to go. We can do this. So I'm thinking I'm going to start Piranesi tonight. I've heard really good things. I will read the back because I can't remember what it's about. Piranesi lives in a house, perhaps he always has. Then messages begin to appear scratched out in chalk on the pavements. There is someone new in the house, but who are they? What do they want? Lost texts must be found, secrets must be uncovered. The world that Piranesi thought he knew is becoming strange and dangerous. The beauty of the house is immeasurable, its kindness infinite. That doesn't really tell me a lot. As I said, I've heard good things, so I think I'm going to read at least 11 pages of this tonight and then probably go to bed. Hey, it's day 2 and it is, I don't know what it is, 20 past 5. I'm cooking dinner, I've got a wash on. I've had a really productive day at work. I've had a really long day at work. I'm so tired, but I've had a really productive day at work. And I was like, right, let's, while I'm cooking, start on Piranesi. I got page 20 yesterday. I thought, oh, we'll just read 100 pages of this tonight. 2 nights, it's done. However, I have less than 100 pages of this to read, and then I finished the book, and I'm really enjoying it. So I thought, oh, should I read that? And I thought, I've got 2 chunky books that I've got on the go at the moment. I've got Breaking Dawn, which I barely started, and Strange the Dreamer, that I'm chipping away with, but again, I've not got too far with. So should I maybe read 50 pages of each of these, so I feel like I'm making progress? So I have options, don't I? Make progress, finish a book, or continue with a new read. And I admit, I'm in an ethical pickle. So while I'm finishing cooking, I'm going to try and decide what on earth I want to read out of these 4 books tonight. I mean, I could just be really controversial and read 25 pages of each, but then that's not going to feel like I'm making much progress unless I say that I read 25 pages of each or enough to finish a chapter, because the chapters in this is like 50 pages. So I'd probably end up reading more than 100 pages. Same with the this one. I don't know. And I'm waffling, so I'm going to have a think and I'll let you know with whatever I decide to read. Well, I've decided to start with this and read at least a chapter. I haven't decided if I'm just going to sit and read the whole book and that be my 100 pages, or if I'm going to read a chapter of each book still. I haven't got that far, but I need to get reading because already now it's gone 6 o'clock and I haven't actually read a page yet. So, we're going to go for it. Well, I don't know why I'm reading so slow tonight, but it's ages later and I've just read 43 pages of this and I'm stopping for the night because I want to read something else. So I've got 57 pages left to go. I think I am going to start with Piranesi and just see how I get on. So I'll catch up with you later. Hey, excuse the appearance, just had a bath and hair wash. It's Tuesday evening, about 7:30, and I'm shattered. But I've already done my reading for today. I was listening to an audiobook at work, and I am counting that, and I'd worked out roughly on average I read about a page a minute. So I figured if I listen to 100 minutes, that's 100 pages. And I did that. I've been listening to Pages & Co. Book 5, I think it's called The Treehouse Library. It's a really cute middle grade series, Pages & Co. And it's about book wanderers. So you've got people that can wander into books and meet the characters and see the places. And sometimes characters come out of the books. And it's really, really cute. And The Treehouse Library only came out, I think, about a month ago or something. So I've been desperate to listen to it. So I listened to 100 minutes of that. And then I realised I listened on double speed. So rather than that be 100 pages, I think technically that was 200 pages. So I'm counting that as a good reading day anyway. The other half will be home soon. I've had such a bad day. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. It's been a really long day and a really bad day. And my plans for the next couple of days have just changed due to a change from a customer. It's not the end of the world, it happens, but sometimes I'm not in the right frame of mind to handle it well. So the wine might be coming out shortly. Anyway, last night I read more of Piranesi. I'm enjoying it, but I don't get it. Okay, I get that this Piranesi sort of lives in these old halls and there's the other, which is a random person who's basically told Piranesi there's only 2 of us here. Turns out it looks like there's more people, but Piranesi goes round and looks at statues and fishes, and it's a very odd book. I'm enjoying it, but I don't really get it. I don't really necessarily get the plot or whatever yet. It's written in diary form, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think it's me. I think I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not in the right frame of mind. But as I said, I am enjoying it. But I suppose I'm used to there sort of being like a proper plot or something. And this I just feel is a little bit... It's whimsical, it's cute. But I'm like, what's the substance here? Where are we going with this? What am I getting out of it? But it's fine. As I said, I'm enjoying it. So, you know, I'll rock on with it. But it's just really odd. You know, when you read something, you're like, what do I take from that? How do I feel about that? That's kind of where I am with the book at the moment. So, I think I just need a glass of wine, probably a good cry, maybe a nap, that kind of day. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Let's start with the wine. I might not need the cry and the nap after the wine. We'll see how we go. But yes, I'll catch up with you tomorrow when I've worked out what I'm going to read then, I guess. It's Wednesday. It's 1:30. I'm at home. I have not been to the office today. I have been working, but from different locations because I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to go to work today, which I think every now and then is absolutely fine. So I've not done any reading yet. However, I accidentally, on the way to the post office, popped into the charity shop and all of this £2.90. So I'm going to go through this in a sec. I wanted to show you. I'll still catch up with you later and tell you what I'm reading. But let me just adjust myself and I will talk you through what I just got. Right, I got 3 books that weren't Stephen King, so I'll just quickly show you those now. The first one was free because it was a kid's book, and it was a Goosebumps book with the old school covers. This is Attack of the Mutant. I know that I've not read this one, so I was pleased to find that one. Then I got The Paradox by Charlie Fletcher. Now, this was the cover that drew me to it, but I'm pleased that I picked it up because this is the second in a series, and I haven't read the first one yet. The first one's called The Oversight, and it looks brilliant. So I thought, I'm going to get this. Let's be optimistic that I'm going to like The Oversight and then want to read this one. I think it's like, yeah, it's a secret society, supernatural. It looks good. It does. Then I got this really adorable edition of The Nutcracker. And I thought, it's nearly Christmas time. I really, really want to read this. Oh, there's no illustrations. But anyway, it looks really sweet. So why not? Then the Stephen King. Oh my goodness. Did we do well on the Stephen King front? Bear in mind, it was £2.90 for the whole lot. I was really pleased with this. Was £1, and this is the first 4 books in the Dark Tower series. I don't know anything about the Dark Tower series. I've heard of it. I know it's 7 books, but you know, slowly. I can look out for the other 3, but yeah, I just love the fact it was in a box. They're well loved. I love that. I find that really charming. So yes. Then this little box is Misery and Hearts in Atlantis. I know I've seen Misery, so I'm quite intrigued to read it. And then, yeah, Hearts in Atlantis, I think is like 5 short stories set in the 60s. I can't tell you much more about it than that. But yeah, well chuffed with that. Then I got an edition of the Dreamcatcher. I know I've got this. I have got a ridiculously battered edition. So given that I was sort of clearing their Stephen King shelf, I just thought, 30p, we're having it, we'll do it. Yeah, excited with that. And then I got Later, which only came out last year. I don't know anything about it apart from I think it's more a crime one rather than a horror one. But I thought that was a good haul for £2.90, to be honest. So cheer me up a little bit. Still having a shit week, but we're going to try and put it back. So when I decide to do some reading later, whatever I decide to read, will I go back to the Odd World of Piranesi? I don't know. But I'll check in with you later. Bye. Psst. Hey. So it's, what is it? 4:30. I have got the laptop open so I can deal with any emails that come in, but I am going to start reading a little bit of Piranesi. Partly because I'm really tired tonight and I'm concerned that I'm going to end up having an early night and I won't get my 100 pages in. So I'm going to start with this. I don't know if I'm going to read 100 pages of this or I might just read a couple of diary entries and move on. I'm not sure. We shall see. But I'm intrigued to see where this is going to go and if I'm going to change my sort of views on it. We will see. 100 pages down. We're getting there now. Not much more to go. I think I've got about another 60 pages. But I'm shattered and I'm not sure I'm going to finish this tonight. I have to say, the more I get into it, the less I'm enjoying it. Which is annoying. Because everything's sort of starting to come out now and things are starting to make sense and be explained. Kind of. But I think I preferred it when it was a little bit random and a little bit more mysterious. So I will persevere. I will finish the next 60 pages. But yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. But we'll see. There's still time. So if I read any more tonight, I'll catch up with you. If not, I'll speak to you tomorrow. I kept reading. It's about 8:30 now, but I kind of wanted to finish this. The first bit of the book, the first half, we are talking a 4 to a 4.5 out of 5. The second half, I just kind of thought was a bit predictable and just dragged a little bit. So I kind of think, oh, I've just woken Duke up. Sorry, darling. I'm thinking 3 to 3.5. So it's a shame. I'm pleased I read it. It was still an interesting read. You know, it was a quick read and it was a quirky story. I like the writing style. Would definitely read more from this author, but just didn't wow me, which is a shame because this was like 5-star anticipated for me because of all the stuff that I've heard, all the hype, but it was still good. I've just kept reading and I've just finished But You're Still So Young, How 30-somethings Are Redefining Adulthood. I have been reading this for ages and I was really enjoying it, but I just never picked it up. And anyway, I've just sat down and finished it tonight and I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. It has really made me think about things. If you've not watched previous vlogs, basically this book talks about how you're expected to follow this specific life path with the marriage, the kids, the job, etc. in a particular order. And this is sort of saying, you know, you don't have to. It's fine not to. It's okay to be in your 30s and not be married and have kids and not have a stable job. It's all right. And I really enjoyed it, actually. And we followed certain couples and things, heard their stories. It was really good. However, I'm now shattered. I think I'm all read out tonight. I'm going to go to bed. So this time, I definitely will catch up with you tomorrow. It's Thursday. It's 7 o'clock. I've just had a bath and hair wash. I am so tired. And I've got to read 100 pages. But we're going to try. Tomorrow could be a problem because I'm potentially at work till about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So I'm not going to want to come home and read 100 pages then. I'm just not. So I don't know how I'm going to work that yet. So we shall see. Technically, I am 200 pages ahead of myself because I listened to 200 pages on Tuesday. But I didn't really want it to be like I sort of read extra and sort of had them in the bank to use up later in the week. So I'll do the best that I can. But it's the 1st of December today and I am seriously leaning towards a Christmas book. I have 2 choices. I have The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. This I've heard really good things about, and I believe it's about Kate who goes on 12 dates. She joins this dating app and yeah, gives her 12 dates before Christmas to see if she can find the one. The other option is The 12 Days of Dash and Lily, because I watched the Netflix version of Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. I've watched it the last couple of years. I think it's really sweet. You've got sort of 2 young people that meet through leaving challenges for each other in this notebook, and they leave the notebook in various places, etc. And they meet, and it's cute and it's lovely. And this is sort of a follow-on from that. So this is only a short little one, a couple 100 pages, so I'm not too sure which of these 2 I want to go for yet, but it's the 1st of December, so I think we should read something festive. Well, I might be really tired, but I have done my 100 pages. In fact, I've done 122 pages this evening. I'm definitely done with reading tonight. I think I'm just going to fall asleep on the sofa watching YouTube. But this is not particularly well. Basically, Lily's had enough and it's just been a really rubbish year and she's not feeling Christmas. And Dash, her other half, and her friends and that want to do a bit of a Christmas intervention to perk her up a little bit. Yeah, it's just not very exciting, but you know what? We're halfway through. Let's see what happens, but we shall see what happens another night. So I will catch up with you when I know what and how I'm reading tomorrow, if I am. If not, it'll be Saturday. But fingers crossed I get some reading done tomorrow. It's 9:15. I've just got back. I went to the Christmas light switch on event that we were doing medical cover for. And I just went for a bit of a jolly, really to hang out with the team. So I've just walked in. and I'm hungry and I'm cold and I'm thirsty and I'm going to rectify these things now. However, I got my 100 pages read. I took my Kindle. I read 100 pages of Court of the Vampire Queen, which is just a vampire smut. Katie Roberts. It's really cool. So yeah, I was still successful today. So tomorrow's the final day of the challenge and I'm quite positive. But yeah, hungry, thirsty, cold. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hey, so it's Saturday. I want to get the housework done and the rest of the decorations up today. So I'm working one room at a time. Unfortunately, it's like 11:30 already. I'm really behind myself. We had a work issue this morning. But I'm in little man's room, Dean's son, and a chest of drawers has just arrived because he hasn't got one in here. And look, I'm working on it. I've done really, really well. Unfortunately, one of my DIY tools has slowed me down ever so slightly, but I'm working on things. However, I've never done runners and drawers before. This is ridiculous. And there's like a 21-step guide thing. I'm on 13 at the moment, so I'm getting there. Somebody has decided that napping on mummy's lap is the best thing to do. So I will get to reading at some point today, I'm sure. But I've got 2 and a bit more drawers to do because I'm at the stage, do I just hammer that in or am I meant to use a screwdriver? The instructions are not clear. So anyway, I'm calling emergency reinforcements. I'm texting my mother. It's going to be a long day.
Not film something. We can probably get a few snippets of the morning.
So I've done it. I've just read 100 odd pages and finished the 12 days of Dash and Lily. 3-star. The story itself wasn't bad. It was so on track to be a 4, but Lily just got on my nerves too much. I just found her really whiny and irritating, which was just a shame because I think it had a bit more potential had they not made her quite so annoying. But that is it. I have read 100 pages a day for this week, and I finished 4 books. Yeah, so I'd started the Book Eaters and I finished that. I read Piranesi. I finished the 30-somethings book. I finished the 12 Days of Dash and Lily. And I have made progress on the Court of the Vampire Queen and the Treehouse Library on the Pages and Co books. So let me know if you've done this challenge before or it's something that you are thinking of doing. I really enjoyed it, actually. There was a couple of days I was actually getting a bit stressed about how am I going to fit in reading, but actually when I did sit down and read, it relaxed me. So it's all good. If you made it to the end of the video, leave me an emoji of your choice and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!